Hey, babe. It's snowing. You want to go take some self-portraits?
Yeah!
What up, fam?
My dudes, my homies, people she's never met before.
So today we are talking about self-portraits and how to take them. So we're going to talk about settings first. When we're taking self-portraits, I usually like to keep the ISO pretty low, around 100. And the reason for keeping it so low is so that it's not grainy. And if I zoom in a little bit, it's not going to be grainy. It's not going to look low quality. And then I usually keep the f-stop pretty low as well, because I want to make sure whatever's in the background is super blurry and that we're really in focus. So typically the f-stop is anywhere from 1.8 to 2.5, depending on how bright it is outside.
For shutter speed, Laura usually keeps somewhere around 200 to 300 because that's 1/200th, 1/300th of a second of how long the shutter is open. So that helps to capture any fast movement we might be doing in poses, whether it's spinning her around or anything stupid that I might do because I just act like an idiot for self-portraits.
All three of those things actually affect lighting. So you need to be aware that a higher shutter speed is actually going to make your picture darker. And so maybe you can't actually have your ISO at 100. Maybe it has to be at 200. When I am figuring out the ISO and the f-stop and the shutter speed, I'm doing that while Dan is standing in front of the camera. I have it focused on him. I'm figuring out the lighting, and then I'll switch my camera to be on self-timer so I can click the button and run and try to get in the picture before it starts actually taking them.
So those are pretty much the settings that we try to use most of the time. All of them change depending on the situation, the lighting, the poses, but that gives you an idea.
The next thing that we're going to be talking about is your setup for your self-portraits. A lot of setting up has to do with the poses that you're going to want to try. And so, for instance, if we want to do a pose where I'm on Dan's shoulders, I need to make sure that my tripod is the right height for that because he's super tall and I don't want my head to be cut off in the picture. Then you're going to also want to change that around as you're changing your poses, because you don't want the tripod to stay in the same place, because then the pictures will all look the same. So you want to change the height of your tripod, you want to change the angle of your camera. Wherever you do choose to take pictures, you need to make sure that you're using it to its full potential. Don't just keep your tripod in the same place. You need to turn it around. Maybe there's a new tree or a hill or a different pile of snow or something that you're missing out on because you're not moving around.
The next thing is focusing your camera. So Laura usually keeps her camera on manual focus, but you need to figure out how to focus on your subjects. So if you're taking pictures with somebody, you can have them stand there. That's what Laura usually has me do. I stand there when it's negative 15 degrees outside. It's a lot of fun. Have somebody stand there, whoever you're taking pictures with, so you can focus on them before you get in the shot. Or if you don't have anyone with you and you're just taking pictures of yourself, then you can try to find something to mark where you're going to be standing, and then make sure you stand in that exact spot so that it's not blurry or anything.
It's really important to, even when he's standing in front of the camera, we mark the spot, because a lot of the times he moves to like put me on his shoulders or something, and we need to remember where I focused. So we'll sometimes, if it's in like dirt or something, we'll just like put a little X in the dirt or X in the snow or something like that, a pebble. So yeah, mark your spots.
Mark your territory.
Okay, another thing that you might want to consider, and I don't know if we're the best people to even talk about this because we don't have amazing fashion sense. I wear what's comfortable. Actually, okay, you have pretty good fashion sense. Okay, yeah, you look nice. Maybe I'm not the best person to talk about this, but we try to make sure that we're not like clashing in pictures.
I think we look great.
So we're thinking through what we're wearing. I'm even thinking through like what my Instagram looks like. So if I have a consistent Instagram feed, I'm not going to want to wear like a pink coat because then that's not going to fit in my feed itself.
So that is all some stuff that you can think about as you're setting up for your pictures before you're actually taking them.
If you're wondering what gear we use, stay tuned. So I have 2 Nikon D610 bodies.
1, 2.
Which are bomb. My favorite lens to shoot with is my 35 millimeter. It has an f-stop of 1.8 and it's bomb and I love it. And I'll link it below so that you can see it and find it and buy it and love it.
Yeah.
See it and find it and like it and buy it. See it and find it and love it and buy it. See it and find it and like it and buy it.
We also have an awesome tripod, which is a Gikoto carbon fiber tripod. It's incredibly durable, heavy enough that it's sturdy, but it's also light enough that it's portable and easy to work with. And it has this ball joint that lets you change the angle really easily, and it just works really well. The link to that is below as well. Also, if you happen to not have a DSLR camera and you're just doing all this on your iPhone and you just wanted to know how to take good pictures of yourself on your iPhone, you can still get a tripod. There's one below in the description that works really well, and it actually comes with a remote. So you have your remote, you have your tripod, and it works for an iPhone. Next up is posing.
So this is what can really set apart your self-portraits from other people's. So you need to get really creative with your poses. They need to be personal to your relationship. They need to be fun. They need to be different. They need to be something that someone's going to look at and say, wow, that's such a good idea for a pose. You know, something that's not always out there. And sure, you can do poses that everyone does because those are cute. That's why everyone does them. But you need to make sure that you are being fun and creative and different for your pictures to really stand out.
For example, some of the poses that we have done when we're doing self-portraits, I've held Laura upside down. Sometimes I have her on my shoulders. So she's about 15 feet in the air. Not quite.
That's silly. We have done some self-portraits through our car window. So we're outside, my camera's outside, but I'm taking the picture through the side door window, and that turned out really cool.
At the beach for vacation this past year, we set up the tripod and the camera on the dock that was floating in the ocean, and we were in the water and had it pointed down at us. Well, that's about it.
Yeah, that's about it.
So, if you want to take some banging self-portraits, it really comes down to those things. That's how we do it.
It's really not that hard. People always ask, like, how do you do it? Can you teach us? And it's like, yeah, I can. So on top of just knowing how to use your camera and knowing these settings, the biggest thing that you need to remember is to just get creative and have fun with it. Just have fun.
Have fun.
Just have fun.
Have fun.
Have fun.
Like we do.
Yep. Well, guys, I hope this is helpful. I hope that you take mom and self-portraits. If you do, follow me on Instagram and send them to me because I want to see them. I want to see all your cute faces and all your cute pictures. And yeah.